Hello there, croeso and welcome. I'm Shadow Lemex and today I am playing Pacific Drive. This is a roguelite survival driving simulator and it is set in an area of the northwest of America, I think actually. Yeah, the Pacific area, northwest. And it's set in a exclusion zone set up by the government to contain some anomalies from some technology they've been working on. It's all a bit vague, and I'm just getting into the story myself. You have been transported from outside this exclusion zone into it, and you find all these crazy anomalies going on. You do find this car, which is called a remnant. I'm learning more about what that is, but it seems to allow you to safely travel through these anomaly zones. And the aim is basically to figure out what's going on, to get yourself out, and you'll do that by traveling into these anomaly zones that have been mapped as safe-ish with your car to basically map the zones and map routes further into the anomaly exclusion area. I'll now show you how basically you play the game, maintain your vehicle, upgrade your garage area where you'll be based in between trips out into the world, and I'll show you basically how this game plays, so you'll get an idea of basically what sort of game is on offer here and whether it'll be the sort of thing you're going to be interested in. So let's get right into it. This is the garage that will be your main base of operations as you go out on expeditions into the anomaly to find safe routes through the anomaly so you can get to your various destinations that you need for either the story or just for exploration. This is your car, or my car to be fair. I've already started to upgrade certain panels to it, and I'll show you that. Show you as I finish that off now. Right now it is on the diagnosis table, which is connected here, and you can see on the right it says, gives me a list of things that I need to do to prepare my car and get myself set up for my next expedition. I can charge the battery here, but the battery's already pretty charged. It doesn't always fill up the battery, but you just leave it a bit and you'll be able to use the charging station again once it starts flashing blue or crackling blue with electricity. This is the workbench. You can use that to craft various things for improving your car, various tools for breaking things down, for collecting stuff out in the wilderness, things for repairing and upgrades. As you can see, I've just unlocked the next step of material of armor for the car, with new tires, better headlights, and that sort of thing. Also started upgrading the shop, which you can do through this machine here, the fabrication station. This will allow you to purchase upgrades, but you need not just materials but energy. You can see it there in the bottom right. It says stable energy needed, and that I don't have enough to do these upgrades. And you'll pick up that energy when you do expeditions out into the anomaly. Not only do you need to collect the energy to get back, but that's the energy you'll use to start getting upgrades. You can see there's quite a lot to get. You can improve the storage of your car, improve your car in general, improve fuel, batteries, utility, all sorts of different things to get into. You've got various places as well where you can store stuff. So this locker is where I'm starting to keep sort of bigger materials, spare items for the car. Also got this dumpster here that you use every time you go onto the game. It'll randomly just spit out random stuff. Sometimes materials, sometimes bits for cars. We shall take all this though. It's always worth it. There's always this broken car here, which can be used to get material. And every time you do an expedition or go out, this car will respawn itself. Something worth knowing. Stuff as well here on this rack. Always a good way to get some basic early resources. I can either keep the items here that I picked up in my backpack, or I can store them in this transfer trunk here. Just starting to get a bit full, but I'll be able to upgrade that. There's also storage in my car in the boot here. But that's where I keep some repair materials and some spare spare equipment that I need to break things down. So let's put this steel plate into my locker, and then we will finish off upgrading the car. So I'm just replacing these crude panels, crude doors, with steel doors. We'll use triangle to take them off, put into this matter construction here, just so I don't have to use my machine to break them down. We'll pick that stuff up now in a bit. Some craft a steel door there. You can see I'm holding it already in my hands, and then just R2 to install. I'll do another door here. And then the last thing we've got to do after the door is to put one more proper tyre on. Right now I'm still using a spare tyre here instead of a proper tyre. So we'll get that off. Reconstruct that to the workbench. And a cellar tyre, which is my next upgrade. This has gone into my inventory because it's small enough to fit straight in there. There it is. I just equip it to my hands. And boom. My car is in a much better condition. Still see this 91%. It's probably this steel door here that needs, and this steel panel. So I had some steel panels, as you can tell by the difference in paint job. So we'll get something called repair putty. Put that straight to my hands. I can heal my car. Probably won't take it to 100%. Oh no, yes it did. The car is 100% ready to go. What's the next thing? Fill the tank. So go here. The fuel nozzle. Put up the gas tank. Make sure that's filled up, ready to go. Make sure you put that back, I'll keep the place tidy. Also do have a spare fuel can here, which is actually empty. So we'll grab that. And using this car here, which respawns, just get some fuel for this can. We'll pick up a bit more from a random scrap car we'll find along the way. It's not a huge amount of fuel, but in emergency situations, it will get you home. Again, there are upgrades you can get. I've got another one here, a larger can with more fuel in as well. So as I hit myself with the boot, something I do quite often. I've got all this material here which I can pick up, or go here to the auto back, turn this on, and you can see it sucks up everything, pops it out into a transfer trunk, which I can pop down here, and you can see give me the transfer trunk with all the materials already put into it. So now we're basically ready to go. Actually, go to the first aid station. So it says to pack survival tools. But what they mean is the repair putty that I used, as I had the other tools in my car. So we get this. Chemicals is something I'm always short of, so that's something that we'll be on the lookout for when we're out in the world on our expedition. So I'll put this in here. Just store it in the boot. Just transfer it there. There is a bit of inventory management, as things have a size, so you've got to fit things in properly so you can use. The maximum space available to you. And then here is where we'll plan our route. As you can see, I want to go to here in the mid zone. We're currently in the outer zone of the anomaly, and you do expeditions out into the world to map safe routes through the anomaly, but it is just not safe routes but safer routes. The anomaly is still the anomaly, and there will be changes every time you go out into the world. But as I said, we'll go to this spot here, so we're going to go to the route planner, and I'm going to select to go here, somewhere in this orange storm, but I think this will give me a route into the mid zone. So what we'll do, select that. You can see how it wants me to get there, either through these stations and then onto there. We'll have to drive through here. This is a place I've already been, but because the anomaly, it will be slightly different than what I'm already used to. But as we're ready to go, we'll hop into our car, we'll make our way to the zone. We're going to go to that new zone and try and map it, try and find a safe way through. Always make sure you put your car into park when you stop, otherwise it will roll off. It's early morning, so I won't need the headlights, and hopefully this will make things much easier for everyone to see. As we head here now to this orange marker, this will be our route through to the... So I think we're going to go heavy fog. You can see where it's telling me the junction conditions, things that we'll have to deal with. I think I'm going to go with the fog, to be honest. And then underground mischief, shocking speed, swift storms. That sounds like a good mess. So first I'm going to have to go to one of these, and I think I'm going to go here. And then go right, mainly because those angry abductors can move you, could cause quite a bit of damage to your car and cause quite a bit of trouble. The fog really just means you can't see as far during the day, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. As you can see, yeah, this is it's getting heavy, but it's quite fine. So let's find out where we need to go. There's some parts so we don't roll as on the map. So here I am. I want to get to this orange marker here, which will be our route to the next zone. These are various houses and places I can explore. These yellow dots are the energy you need to collect to get your way home, and the energy you need for doing your upgrades. So I'm going to zoom in, place a marker here. So I want to go collect that energy before I make my way to the next zone. It's not something I've been normally doing. Normally I just collect the energy in the zone I'm in to get home. But now I'm going to try and start building up as much of it as I can, so I can do as many upgrades as I can to the garage. But keep an eye on, that's an anomaly. Stop here, put it in park, get out the car. I've still left the car running, so you can't be gone too long. You can use L1 to scan the things you find and add to your logbook so you can get more information on what you're dealing with. You'll always have little areas of effect, so just be aware of that. Some of them can be quite safe to get to. Way slowly around some of these obstacles that are littered on the road. Some of them cause big damage. These are one of those abductors I mentioned. They'll just patrol around, but if they spot my car, if I drive under that blue light, they'll just grab my car and drag me off. And it can be quite bad. See, the fog's getting much thicker in places, so you just want to be careful how I'm driving. Don't want to drive too fast. I'm not the best of car, so I can't go at insane speeds. I just improve the tyres, so I've got a bit more grip than what I'm used to. I'm still going to go really carefully, so I can work my way through. You can see electric probably there. Just work my way along the outside of it. I drove into a little bit there, caused a bit of electrical damage, but nothing too severe. Onwards we go. I would constantly quick check and move the camera yourself to check the map. You're locked in this first person view, and I don't mind that. These mannequins will explode if you touch them. I made that mistake the first time. I drove through them thinking I could just plough these down. It won't cause me any problems, and it caused massive problems. I am not going to show that because I actually like my car. I like to keep the upgrades I've just placed on it in one piece. So we've got a junction here. Left is where we want to go, but right is where we are going to go. Look at here, we got some more anomaly stuff here. This will, those little wisps there will make you change direction suddenly, make you start steering in a way you don't want to. Maybe even accelerating hard. Maybe even sending yourself off a cliff. It's not fun at all. Just make my way off-road. Be careful when you're going off-road in the early game. You are not properly equipped to drive in these conditions. So you need to use proper advanced driving techniques to actually get yourself through. So when you're going downhill, tap the accelerator, tap the brake. That is what will give you control. If you just put your foot flat to the floor as you drive, it's going to go very badly for you. This is one of those energy reactors I was on about, and there should be another just the other side of that rock. Let's put the car apart. Turn the engine off. Got that one there. Place it into this arc reactor here. Just find the other one. Maybe it's in there. We'll check the car again once I've grabbed this one. The only way to access the map is through that panel in the car. The other problem with taking these energy things from these arc reactors is that they help keep the anomaly a bit stable. You see it is quite a bit to the south of me. Now I can see it. My orientation was just wrong. I'm not going to look into these buildings, but you can do when you're exploring them. But I know that I've got an objective somewhere I need to go. Do potentially by exploring. So I'm also after certain things in these anomaly zones, in the gas centers. I know this will fill you where I can find them. We'll have a look through. So keep your doors closed as well, very important. The car does offer us protection. So we move out. You can see an energy bar there on the right. It shows you the energy I'm starting to build up. I'm going to place another marker there. I'm just going to turn the car on. Let's drive. And this way will get me back to the road. Yes. Driving uphill off-road without off-road tyres is slow going, and there are certain terrains that you just can't get up because you just don't have the grip. Unfortunately, maybe that wouldn't be steep enough. Good to know how to... Yeah, there we go. Did drive straight through that anomaly. So... There we go. Still causing me trouble. I think that's it though. This is something we need to watch out for when driving through even these safe zones. Let's see. What's happening here? There's all sorts of weird traps and weird things that these anomalies can do that just cause you endless trouble if you are driving too fast headlong into these zones. You're gonna come up bad. Things are going to go badly for you, so we just got to make our way carefully through. Here we are, up to this checkpoint zone, which will let us go to the next area. A lot worse. So yeah, we can see all the extreme conditions that we need to deal with, and one of the things, the only reason we're coming here is so I can map this zone to try and map a safe route to my objective zone in the mid-zone area. This is still just the outer zone. This is considered the beginning area of the game, and it's where you will cut your teeth, so to speak, and learn the various things that you need to be doing, things you need to be collecting, things you need to be crafting. So here we are. It's still daylight, thankfully. So here's the zone we got to deal with. Check this apart for now. So we got some big energy things here in town. I think I'm just going to head there. You can see the yellow bar on the right, just to the right of the screen. That shows you how much energy I need to activate the portal back home to map this area. So we're going to go through here. That's a pretty steep cliff. We'll go straight to this little collection of houses, see if that's how hard that will be to get up. I think I'm going to go here and collect energy from these zones. So that looks like relatively flat. Maybe up to there, down to there. I think that's how we're going to try this. So let's go. To drive, away we go. There are ways to we can upgrade the look of your car, as I started doing, like my gear stick there, and the steering wheel, which I'm actually not too fond of. Electrical charge there. See here we got normally moving around, even electrical weight behind it, just go through. All sorts of anomaly stuff. I think we just show you some things, hopefully, and not myself in too dangerous a position. Oh, mine's actually. Oh, this was a very bad idea. Whoa. That was a good place to stop. Didn't have that. This is what I wanted to look at. Glittering boulder. Okay, I thought it might be something to collect, but no, it was just something to intrigue and try and see how bad the damage my car is. Not too bad, but I have got a bad tyre. That is not good. Look here. It's flat. I need to fix my ceiling kit. Thankfully, I have bought one of them. You do have this craft mat here, so you can craft things you need to fit your car. Let's equip that. Try and get this into my hand. there we go. Close the boot. The car has been knocked out of the ride. Yes. Just gonna go on. Get out of here because it clearly just cut on the go straight through. Whoa! Didn't expect it to do that. Burst of acceleration. Caused some damage on the front. Thankfully, I upgraded everything to steel before I started this journey. Right, let's do a much better job of avoiding things, shall we? So, up here, just to the left. Marking up the marker. Put it park. Rolling. Put the marker there. So I can see where I need to go. So everything's electrified. No fix for that, it'll just fix itself in time. Nothing too bad. Can leave that there. Turn everything off, didn't I? No, I didn't. Do that. I don't want to leave just fuel running. Maybe I should take it off the road, but I like to live dangerously. So we're going to make a quick run for this anomaly up here. I wasn't sure how well my car would be able to get up here. Also, as I've said, when you remove these energy anchors, it does cause some more instability in the region. The car's already taken a bit of pounding due to my recklessness, so just to help with that, move the car down on flat. I don't have anything to give you a marker to show you where your car is. You have a distance, I think, just by my help on the top left. But it doesn't give you a rough direction of where you need to go. But this is why doing these sort of explorations during the day is better. Just see more. And it's not any more dangerous at night, it's purely just a visibility issue. So I'm just going to make my way to the town centre, I think, to that big zone. These things are going to start getting a bit weird, I think. I'm just trying to drive us off. This is exactly what I needed to show off. My last few reps have been quite calm, to be honest. But this is to be more just turning things on. Driving recklessly through this anomaly. This is a very dangerous place to be. These anomaly zones, one who needs to do a certain amount of exploration. Gotta be very careful. So we were going where we left this town, to what I think is town. Hopefully here, I'll be able to find some. It doesn't look like it. I hope I can find some safe zones where I can blue line does. So well clearer. I'm not trapped here. Just want to be careful. Want to be slow. There we go. Gets that energy. Everywhere. Once things get into the red, once this white bar is depleted, then I'll start getting real structural problems with right now it's just taking away damage. Let's see, do I have enough energy to map this area? Yes, I do. So, now that I've got enough energy to be able to map the area, I actually need to move a little bit. We use these red zones here to mark what gateways. But you can't be too close to them. Basically, I've got to be outside that red zone before I can activate it. This is to stop you from basically cheesing these gateway travel parts. You could drive up really close to them, activate them, and then get yourself home. It gives you a bit of a challenge to actually try and do that now. All this electrical discharge all over the place. Going from between the mountains. Sorry, tree. My buffer was strong enough to deal with you. Going up this road far enough away from one of those gateway portals, I'll activate it and I'll be able to get myself home, and then I will have mapped my safe route through this zone. One of the buildings I'm after. So now we can see I'm actually far enough away from this one to activate it to get myself home, which is exactly what I'm going to do. But first, park myself up, turn the car off. I do want to have a quick look in this building here, because this should hopefully be no hope. No, hope not. I'm looking for these. Hazmat containers. In case when you pick up chemicals, desperately need for repair capacity. As I do need to constantly keep repairing my car. This is a very dangerous place to be. I see the storm's getting worse as I've been removing these anchors. So it's two steps forward, two steps back kind of deal. You get enough energy to get yourself home, but you just make the zone more unstable and make it crazy. Now I've activated my way home. There we go, turn the power on. Everything's just going to get a whole lot weirder. By activating that gateway out of here, which you can see in the distance, I have made the zone basically as unstable as it's going to be. So now I've got to get home with the situation getting worse around me. See what that purple thing is. Up there on my map. There we go. Oh, I missed it. That way. I made that mistake anyway last time. We'll go around. Is there a way around? Or not? Maybe I am going this way. don't want to. It did not go well for me. Just drive a bit careful. Drive careful. No, no, no. That's not how we should do it. Put it through. We'll take it. Very curious about what that purple thing is on my map. If that's that unstable edge. See the zone? Yeah, it's just getting smaller. The craziness coming in. We're just going to make our way out. I made a mistake here. I know. Doesn't mean instant death or anything like that, but it does mean problems. But here we go. Through the gateway. Trip into the anomaly completed. And back here at our garage. Got 3.1 a stable energy.
You know, interesting thing about those plugs, they use LIM technology to stake down pockets of stability in an area. Basically, they delay how quickly you're turned into Swiss cheese out there.
And that is me done for this trip. And there we have it. A trip out into the anomaly on Pacific Drive. To give you a good idea of the sort of things you'll be doing in the game. Not as much exploration as you can do. I was pretty focused. I had a defined objective for that trip, which helps speed things up a bit. But now it's time to fix up my car and get myself ready for another trip out into the anomaly. As we can see, got some things to fix before I can make my way out. Let's just have a quick check to see if my little trip did have the desired effect. It did not. So I'm going to need to go here, I think, to get myself out into the zone. Unless it's through here. Let's see where they're showing arrows, we can head out. So maybe here was where I should have gone. But we'll live and learn. Another trip needed. So there we have it. That's Pacific Drive. If you're into this sort of roguelite survival experience, and if you like driving games, like cars in general, then this will be the sort of thing for you. I'm having a great time with it. So much so that it is even keeping me slightly distracted from Helldivers, which is taking the world by storm at the moment. So that's how good I think this game is. So I hope this was helpful in showing you what sort of game to expect, give you a rough idea of how you should play the game. And if you've made it this far, I just want to say diolch and thank you for watching.